But I'll tell you what hermits realize. If you go off into a far, far forest and get very quiet, you'll come to understand that you're connected with everything. Alan Watts. I had this job for a while in this warehouse, big corporation. We'll just call it Throne Brown Boxes.
That's a good idea. We don't want to get on anybody's radar.
I was thinking, I'm not giving him a free commercial, not giving him the publicity. Anyway, this job, it was, when I'm unloading trucks, it was great, but a lot of the jobs in this place was just excruciatingly boring.
Oh, damn.
The place went out of its way to make it even more boring. It's just, time fucking crept backwards there.
Yikes.
So I started fantasizing about things like, I hope there's an indoor hurricane today or an earthquake. And I'd say them out loud before I went off to work. I'd just be like, God, I hope an earthquake hits or something interesting or a fire. And my girlfriend was like, you need to quit wishing that stuff.
You gotta admit, fire cuts through boredom real quick.
I was looking for anything. Cracks in the earth, apocalypse, I don't care. It's boring as fuck. Let's see something exciting.
I agree. Entertainment is key.
To be fair, all my coworkers and the diversity there was fucking incredible. It was so great to meet all these new people all the time, every day. And you could distract yourself from the boredom because it was so physical. It was like working out. So, put everything out on the table, right?
You can put a disclaimer out. Put a fucking disclaimer out.
So anyway, on a regular Tuesday night, I'm throwing boxes around, and all of a sudden there's a shiny face right in my face. And it's this supervisor I never met. And the first thing he says to me, "You've done psychedelics."
That's direct.
And then he followed up quickly with like, "Hey, I'm Andrew, nice to meet you." And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm Huxley." And yeah, you nailed it. So he just hung around my area and we talked about like different psychedelic trips. He was telling me that he was trying to look for a job in the parks department, but he liked the job at Throne Brown Boxes because they didn't do drug tests for his position.
Oh, snap.
He said in school he did horribly, but when he got to high school, he started smoking weed with friends and it cleared, like he became an honor student. It just worked with his brain so well that he could concentrate, like it blocked everything out.
Oh, shit.
So he said that he'd just rather choose to keep that job even though it paid less, because the other one, his life would fall apart without the weed.
Huh. Crazy.
So he keeps coming back over to my area the whole shift, and we're just talking about our experiences. I'm like, I haven't done anything like that forever. I've done some acid, some mushrooms, but...
Oh yeah, gotta love mushrooms.
Yeah, I thought I was Arsenio Hall once when I was on mushrooms. But anyway, so he keeps coming back over, and she's starting to turn into a shaman. He starts to talk about ayahuasca rituals and DMT.
Oh shit, it's getting transcendent.
So he keeps escalating it up. It's great. It's so much fun talking to this guy. And right before the shift ends, he comes up to me and he goes, "Man, it was great talking to you all day. Have you ever experienced ego death?"
Oh no, ego death?
I wasn't exactly sure what ego death was, so I was like, no, I haven't experienced it. But it always pops into my mind. Yeah, what is ego death?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, like you said before, you gotta get a shaman for this shit.
Okay, here we go. Ego death. In psychoanalysis, mysticism, and some religions, the disappearance of an individual's sense of self or the removal of one's perception of oneself as an entity separate from one's social or physical environment.
Damn, that's easy for you to say.
Ego death is a phase of self-surrender and transition. Huh.
So, have you experienced that?
I don't know if I've ever experienced ego death.
Well, this whole thing is bonkers. I never even heard of it.
I think, therefore, I am. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is bonkers.
Think about it. It's bonkers as fuck.
Yeah, it's just bonkers in a very existential type of way.
Ha. It's probably not that serious. That's just your ego trying to protect itself.
Ha, my sneaky ego trying to escape death all the time. I don't blame him.
Check it out, everyone. Gorgeous new merch. Go get yours at starheadboy.threadless.com.